Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Act to Change Instagram Live. Hi, Amrit. Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Shrika, how are you?
I'm good. How are you both doing?
Doing well. It's a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, pleasure to see you too. So for everybody watching, welcome to the Instagram Live. My name is Shrika Sudhir. I'm a former youth ambassador with Act to Change, as well as a presenter for 2022 Changemaker Summit and a youth panelist for 2022 National AAPI Day Against Hate and Bullying. And today I'm so excited to chat with LGBTQ activists and stars of Bravo's Family Karma, Amrit Kapai and Nicholas Kouchoukos. Not only did they share their wedding journey on their show, but they have also talked publicly about the hurdles to having a baby as a gay couple in Florida. Thank you so much for joining us on Active Change's celebration of Pride. So
Yeah,
nice to see you both.
absolutely.
Happy Pride.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, happy Pride. I was just thinking, it's the end of June, and when Christmas.
Oh, I think it's stuck. Oh no, I think it's frozen. Let's see if we can try again.
Hey, I think we lost you for a second.
Oh no.
You were just talking about.
Oh, I was just talking about it's just a little part of me is a little sad 'cause I know we're approaching the end of June and we love Pride Month, but it's okay. We've had an amazing June so far.
I love June. It's Pride Month. It's my birthday, and it's just a really happy time of year. It really is. It's such an enormous celebration, and we're so happy to be here with you.
Yeah, it's so happy. It's so great to be here with you too, and happy belated birthday.
Thank
That's
you. I'm
awesome.
40.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
can't believe.
birthday. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. All right. Well, today I'm just here to ask you guys a few questions, so we'll get started. I know you both are some of the main stars in Family Karma, and I remember you mentioned how you wanted your experience on Family Karma to do good for others. So how have both of your experiences on Family Karma changed your lives, and what did you hope that viewers take away from watching you two on the show?
So, I could start, Trika. It certainly changed our life in that our story is now sort of a public story. People know about the details of our relationship, how we met, where things stand. They know about our family dynamic. They watched our wedding. So it really is this sort of introduction to the public world. For me personally, it's changed my life for the better. It's been really nice to be able to tell my story and to see the representation on TV that we just hadn't seen before. So all in all, it's been really positive.
I think this has made me even more aware by telling our story on in such a public forum. It's made me more aware of um, the fact that we really are in a intercultural, interfaith um, relationship, and there are lots of ups and downs that you navigate with that. Um, Parts of it are really beautiful. Parts of it are also really difficult. And although we're telling that story on Bravo's Family Karma right now, that's the reality that we are going to be living for the rest of our lives, and that there's something really beautiful in that. There really is.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And one thing I hope viewers take away from seeing our story on Family Karma is that we're two men, and we were able to have a big Indian wedding, a big gay Indian wedding, and we're trying to have kids, and we're doing it all you know, in a world right now where some people are making it difficult for us. So I hope that inspires viewers to set their mind on some of the long-term goals that they want in their own lives.
That's such a beautiful response. I think inspiration that definitely people take away from that. Like, I've actually watched your wedding on TV, and it was very, very enlightening. It was very wonderful to watch. And especially what you said about how people are trying to stop you from living your lives and having kids. I know you both are Florida residents. So, how does the anti-gay legislation alter your plans for the future, especially regarding having a child? And if you have any plans at all, like as of now, what do you both plan to do?
I'll start with that. So I'm a trained public school teacher. I most recently taught with Chicago Public Schools, and with the current legislative environment in Florida public schools, it makes me really reticent to apply for a job with Miami-Dade Public Schools. It's just not an environment that I feel like it is really even safe for me. It's so prejudiced and asking me to suppress such a big part of me. I mean, I can't even have a picture of Amrit on my desk. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, and you know, right now, for better or for worse, we don't have kids that are at the age of entering the public school system. We don't have kids at all, actually. We have a dog, a 5-year-old, half horse, half dog. But we when we do get to that point, if the political sphere hasn't changed in Florida and we're still sort of fighting all of this anti-LGBTQ plus legislation, then absolutely we'll have to consider, you know, do we really want to put our kids in a school system where they're going to feel second class, where they're not going to feel valid or recognized, when they're going to think their family unit is not the same as a counterpart's family unit? You know, absolutely not. We won't do that. But for now, we're going to stay put, you know, and continue our family building journey in Miami. And we're just going to have to see where it goes in the next 3 to 5 years.
I think it's just a matter of staying put and reassessing. You know, we can fight a good fight right now, and reassess in the future. If it still serves our needs and our purposes, then we can stay here. But if it's time to reassess and hightail it out, then that could be a possibility.
Yeah, you know, one thing is important, Shrika. You know, our voices, they matter everywhere. But right now in Florida, the representation and our voices really needs to be heard in this state. So, you know, a big part of me is just like, we'll just fight it out and we'll stay here. Why should we have to move? You know, we pay taxes here. You know, we should be treated the same as everyone else in Florida. There's no reason why we should have to pick up and leave. So time will tell.
Oh, that's so true. I think honestly, you like choosing to stay here and continuing to fight the good fight and not like giving in to just leaving. I think that's very admirable of you both. And honestly, just taking it as it goes, seeing where life ends up, seeing what the political state of Florida really ends up to be is, I think, a really smart way to do it, because there's honestly like it's pretty unpredictable at this point, and I think that's very admirable of you both to just continue to stay here and fight. And yeah, also kind of what you were saying about having to put kids through the school system where they can't even be proud of who they are and who their family is pretty difficult to bear. Even not just like within the LGBTQ community, like years ago, kids weren't even proud to be part of the AAPI community and go to school. And, you know, having this during Pride Month where you're supposed to be proud of yourself is just pretty difficult to bear. So I'll to segue to the next question. Pride Month really means many things to different members of the community. So what does Pride mean specifically to both of you?
Oh, Pride for me is a celebration that we have made it thus far. It's a celebration that we exist in spite of our past and even our current situation. that we have persevered and we are celebrating our mere existence, because there are so many forces that want to wipe us from the face of the earth. They don't want us here. And this month and all year, we are celebrating that we exist. We have a right to be here. That's really what it means for me.
Yeah, Pride is. I mean, listen, it is a ton of fun. But the parades are great and the parties are awesome and all the social activities and gatherings are splendid. But I think Pride should also be about the important dialogue that's happening. It should be about the events that you see at workplaces. It's the events you see in the communities. And it's, just the other night on Sunday, where San Francisco, Chicago, New York, they had their big parades. We were in Miami. Our Miami celebrates their Pride earlier in the year because it's so hot. But we turned on the news and ABC was having this Pride special, Pride Across the Nation special.
It was so much fun to watch.
It was a lot of fun, and to see that visibility on a huge network like ABC, I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
I still got that same feeling right in front of my television that I get when I'm at the parade, whether it was here in Miami this year or in Chicago in years past. It's just a feeling of glee to see all of those rainbows, to see all of your LGBT community and your allies out there to support you. Sure, there are some people who are protesting, but the vast majority of people are there to support you, and they have smiles on their faces, and they're waving their flags, and they are out there just being themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a lot of people, Shrika, will say, well, Pride should be all year long, not just June. But you know what I would say? I would say, listen, the glass is not half empty, it's half full. Like, let's be grateful that we do have this Pride Month where we can be celebrated all month long, when you do have all these really cool events. And obviously, we're proud all year long, but I think June is just, it has a special place in all of our hearts.
That's a great answer. I think, Nicholas, what you said about having made it thus far, having dealt with a lot of the discrimination and hatred that people face throughout their lives, is really what Pride is all about. It's about, feeling happy that you exist and you have a community of people who are like you, that are willing to support you. And as a resident of Chicago, I have unfortunately not attended a Pride parade yet, which is on my bucket list. So I will go do that soon. I really need to do that. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. And that I did hear about the ABC special, and seeing having Pride as the rainbow means pride, just kind of has this effect on the community and sort of shows them that they're well represented and that they have a place in the community which they're in, not just in the LGBTQ community, but in schools, in neighborhoods, in cities and towns, wherever they are, they have a place, and they're not supposed to be shunned or thrown away, which is, I think, a really important message about for Pride Month.
No, it really is, Rika, and you hit the nail on the head. We were earlier this month, we were at Buffalo Pride, and it was just so nice to see the inclusivity that they had in their community. I mean, you saw all ages, you saw all kinds of people, and it was just such a beautiful celebration. It really was, and it's just so nice to see that kind of representation and the inclusiveness in a city like Buffalo, where you might not think, oh, it's not New York, it's not San Francisco, it's not LA, but they still have just as big of a community, and it was incredible.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Pride is just such a beautiful celebration. I think that you're having a whole month to celebrate that, and while we do celebrate Pride, we celebrate the community every day. Having a specific month where we can just go out and celebrate that is really important, especially for the youth, which I want to segue into. So Act to Change's mission is all about ending bullying towards AAPI youth, and one of the roots of such bullying is homophobia and transphobia. And as a part of the AAPI youth community who has witnessed such bullying in person, seeing you both stand up for your own selves, being proud of yourselves, and really showing youth that it's okay to, you know, be who you are and not let societal pressures and whatever like is going on in your community bring you down and close you inside like a box which you really shouldn't be in. So with that, and also like representation, you guys have shown so much representation in the community, and that's something that really matters because it's one of the ways that we can combat bullying. So with that, I really want to ask you guys, what do you guys wish to say to LGBTQ plus youth during this Pride Month with all the things that are going on?
I guess my message to the youth of today would be there is a future for you that is worth living and being here with us on this earth for.
Yeah, and my message, Shrika, would be, and it's to LGBTQ plus youth, and it's also to AAPI youth, because you know I kind of fit both categories, being you know gay and Indian, and I would say, you know, don't if you're a youth and you might be facing bullying, which gosh, you know, kids are so mean, and I apologize that you're going through that, but I want the youth to know that they're not alone in going through that. You know, I went through that. You know, it happened to me as well. And you know, look at me now. I'm sitting here telling my story loud and proud on TV. I want to hopefully be an example for kids to show you just got to stay strong. You got to seek out the resources. Find the people that genuinely care about you, that genuinely want to be your friend. Don't seek out the people that you think you need to be friends with. Seek out the people that actually want to be your friend, that actually enjoy your company for who you are, and they're not trying to change you. And it's hard as a kid to figure that out, but the older you get, you know, it kind of clicks in your head, and all of those differences that you used to be scared about when you were a kid, those differences as you grow older and as you become an adult, they become some of the most beautiful parts about you. And you have to cherish those parts of you, because those are the parts that make you stand out, and those are the parts that are gonna, you know, lead to your success in life. You know, it's easier said than done, but you know, I hope the youth really take it to heart. You know, it does get better.
You know, one thing that really helped me as a queer youth was music. I'm a huge Mariah Carey fan, and I think that there is an incredibly uplifting thread throughout so much of her music. There's a song she has called "Make It Through the Rain," and it's all about persevering and being able to stand up on your own 2 feet with your pride. And there is so much amazing and uplifting music out there. I don't care who you're listening to, but I mean, artists are poets in their lyrics. Find something that gives you hope and just hold on to that. For me, that was music, and it really did help form me into the person that I am today.
Oh, that's a great answer. I think that speaking to music, I love Mariah Carey. I think that just like finding something, you know, that really makes you happy and that can connect you with, like you said, Amrit, like the people who care about you, the people that, you know, really want to see you cherish and grow into a stronger person, I think is, you know, really important. And I think like the song said, like I don't know what the lyrics are, but kind of tying it to Pride Month, you know, after every storm, there's always a rainbow. So so as we are almost out of time, I'll have to end the live here, but thank you both so much for joining us. Your visibility and outspokenness means so much to the youth that Act to Change supports. And for everyone who's tuned in, thank you so much. And please check out the other Instagram lives we're putting together for Pride Month, all of which will be saved to the Act to Change Reels. Remember, together we can end bullying. Thank you, Amrit and Nicholas, for joining us, and have a great night, everybody.
Thanks, Rika.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Bye.
Bye.